Okay, so this is normally the phone I used to make all these videos. Every single video you have watched on this channel, they all came from this phone. Yeah, pretty much all of them at this point. And as you can see, the thing is glitching like crazy. So normally I use this phone to make the videos, but the thing glitches like mad. Like I can barely use it now. So for now, I'm using my brother's iPhone 7. So my brother or my dad was once using this phone. Then he got a new one, I think 14 Pro Max around last year. So he just basically abandoned this one. Then my other brother took it from him, but my other brother too doesn't really use it, and the phone, the battery is kind of bad and all that, so has a little bit of problems here and there. But basically, since my phone is just glitching like crazy, just like I showed you, I'm now using this one for the time being to make all these videos. But the main point I want to make in today's video is like, I made a video too on it, but I want to just reiterate it. Like, use your dark side for motivation. Like, get energy from your dark side. I know, because we have been trained basically to avoid our dark side as possible, as much as possible. So that's stuff like anger, things like getting angry. I've been told, don't get angry, don't retaliate and everything. But let me just tell you something true. Like, at least especially in this house I'm staying now, I live with like housemates and everything. And of course they are good people, love them and all that, good friends and everything. But like, they will roast you, like they will laugh at you, make fun of you, roast you and stuff. And even though it's obviously funny, because but getting roasted is not really fun, but it's like friendly. They are not saying it to like harm you, they are not saying it to like manipulate you or anything. There's no real there's no bad intentions behind it. It's just like, it's just for fun. But sometimes it sucks at the same time. Like, it's hot, it's painful, it's annoying. When they laugh at you, or how you look, how you dress, how you talk. Like me, for example, they have laughed at me so many fucking times that I have no bitches. I got literally no bitches. I know it's just so hard, but they have laughed at me a lot. That's just one aspect. Though there are so many other things. Laughed at me for being broke. But like I said, it's all just like joke. They are not really saying it to like harm you. Like, there's a boundary. When people start really saying to hurt you and stuff, that was more like insults. When they just say to laugh at you, like, you throw your arm back at them and laugh at them. So, but sometimes, like I said, it sucks and it's hot. But it's one thing I just think about, that you can kind of tap motivation from this side, because you just think about it like the fat guy. So let's say there's some guy that is overweight and fat, and he gets laughed at, he gets roasted by his friends, and they laugh at him for being fat and everything. The guy could take it 2 ways or 3 ways. The first way, he could just be neutral about it and basically give no fucks, which is what most people try to do. But that one is not really like, he could be neutral about it, give no fucks. He could feel hurt by it, or he could actually use it as like fuel to actually lose the weight. Because if they laugh at him and everything and be like, oh, you're fat and ugly and everything, and this guy actually, like, because it's actually, sometimes it's painful, sometimes it's funny, but sometimes, many times it's painful as well. And if he could do one or the two, like I said, he could sit down and be like, oh, I hate my friends, please laugh at me about my fat size and everything. But at the same time, he could also just be like, you know what, they're actually right. I'm fat. And we'll see who will be fat 6 months from today. We'll see who will be fat 1 year from today. We'll see who will be fat 3 months from today. And because of this, this roasting they have given to me, because they have laughed at me so much and stuff, I'm going to make sure I commit my life. I'm going to make sure that I become in the best shape possible out of all of us in this friend group, something like that. And imagine that guy using that as motivation. And even though to some degree you might say it's not very healthy, because you're basically trying to prove people wrong and all that, but that motivation is going to carry that guy very far. That guy is going to make a lot of progress. Like, that is like dark energy, because it's more like anger and pain and resentment and everything, but it's going to take him far. So I feel like, because like we've just basically taught that we should never look at our dark side. Dark side is evil, bright side is good. So anything that concerns your dark side, being angry, being depressed, being miserable and everything, you should avoid it as much as possible. And I do understand, but I feel like it has advantage. It's like hidden fuel inside that if you tap into, it could be crazy strong. And even David Goggins is one somebody that did this as well. Like, if you have read David Goggins' books or watched any of his podcasts he has been on and stuff, he talks about taking souls every single time. And like he said, it's not about hurting the person you're against. It's to look at the motherfucker in the eye and be like, I'm going to break your soul. I'm going to be so good, I'm going to make so much progress that you can't go and sleep. Like, you are going to start thinking about me in your head. The one usually says a lot is when it was in boards, Hell Week and stuff. So basically it's Hell Week and there's like this rigorous training they usually do in the army, like think about like whether 6 days straight, something crazy like that. So everybody's madly tired and stuff. But he motivated his boss crop and he tapped into this hidden fuel inside them that even though everybody's tired as well, then they were like giving extra energy that even the instructors, to when they were going through the boards training and stuff during their own time, they knew in that phase they couldn't give that type of energy. So imagine those instructors when they go and sleep that night, they would think about that. It basically just took their soul, and that's using that dark emotion, using that pain that the instructors are trying to put on him, trying to like make him miserable. But of course, it's like training and everything. So like I said, they're not, maybe those ones are doing it to hurt, but it's like training and everything. So they're not really doing it to hurt you, but using that pain, that anger, that resentment, and now flipping it, it's like instead of being consumed by it, instead I'll let it consume me and direct it back to you. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's something I want to start doing because I feel like I've been laughed at a lot. Because I used to be quiet, shy, insecure, stuff like that. And people have made fun of me, at least they have roasted me a lot. Both from young, like friend groups and stuff. So even as old as like uncles, aunties, and like they're. So like I just thought about it because, and sometimes it's hot. Sometimes you just sit down and think about these things and they will weigh you down. But I just thought like I could either do this now, like I could either use it or be used by it. So using it is you take it and be like, okay, I'm the most quiet guy. I mean, out of everybody in this our family bloodline, I'm going to be the person with the best social skills that have ever existed. Imagine you do something like that. Imagine how great you become. Or maybe I'm the most broke. You people have laughed at me about being broke and all that. I mean, just wait. I'm going to make sure out of everybody in this generation, I'm going to be the richest motherfucker that ever lived. Something like that. It's like, power comes from that. Energy comes from that. Fuel comes from that. Like, it will make you go further. It gives you strength, energy. So yeah, and if you even look at the many superheroes and stuff, this one is more fiction and all that, but many times like superheroes and supervillains, their story is kind of the same. The main difference is that supervillains, they're like, the world hurts me, so I'm going to hurt the world back. I'm going to, like, maybe when they were young their parents died or they were fairly mistreated, like they were unfairly treated, they were mistreated, something like that. So they're like, since the world did this to me, I'm going to do that to every other person. Why superheroes, when something terrible like that happens to them, they'll be like, the world did this to me, so I'm going to make sure no other person has to go through this pain again. So same pain, just different ways of viewing it. So basically, of course, don't be a dickhead, don't be like don't be bad, don't go and be screaming at people, don't be hitting people and stuff. Like, basically be a good person and stuff. But just like your friends or your parents that are doubting you, or your friends that are always roasting you, or your, I don't know, people that are looking down on you, basically your uncle that doesn't believe in your little business or side hustle and stuff, instead of being crushed by it and be like, oh, I guess it's right, I guess I'm a failure and I can never do anything productive with my life. Actually be like, it's like, no, I'm going to prove this motherfuckers wrong. I'm going to prove it to my parents. I'm not actually like a bitch. I'm not actually like just a useless person. Like, I have a future, and when I say I want to do this thing, I actually mean it. I'm going to make this come to life. And my uncle that doesn't believe in my dreams and everything, and just thinks I should get a real job, I'm going to show him that this is actually a real job. This is what I want to do. There's a lot of power in that, basically. So it's something I want to start doing a lot more, because I used to before just avoid the dark side as much as possible. Try to not want to use anything that involves negativity and stuff. But the way I'm saying it, I think I might, like, I want to start leaning into this dark side, but of course in a productive way, not trying to hurt anybody, like I said. But yeah, that's basically the video for today. For now, this is the phone I'm going to be using till maybe I get a better phone, or or like if I'm going to get a better phone, like if I'm going to get a new phone, I want to get like a good phone, because this iPhone 7, I think this 7 Plus, like, even though obviously it's not like the latest iPhone and all that, it's just like it has made recording videos fun. So anyways, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next one.